Hello friends, welcome to Bioassembling. In this session I will discuss about human digestive system. Let's start the session. These are the diagram of human digestive system. You can see these are the structure of human digestive system. These are the mouth or oral cavity, and these are tongues, and these are the esophagus. You can see these are the esophagus. These are liver, gallbladder, small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, and stomach, pancreas. Let's understand one by one. First of all, let's come to the let's come to the oral cavity. Human digestive system consists of two main parts: alimentary canal and digestive glands. In this session, I will discuss about the alimentary canal, and our upcoming lecture I will discuss about the digestive glands. First of all, alimentary canal comprise of following parts. These are mouths. Mouth, human mouth consists of two parts: vestibule and oral cavity. Oral cavity and vestibule. Vestibule is a slit-like space bounded externally by lips and cheeks and internally by gums and teeth. Vestibules are the slit-like space bounded externally by lips and cheeks and internally by gums and teeth. You can see there the oral cavity, and inside oral cavity gums and teeth are present, and lips and cheeks, you can see these are outer coverage is lip and cheeks. First of all, oral cavity consists of plate, tongue. Plate is a roof of oral cavity or buccal cavity, and anterior part of plate is known as hard plate. The anterior part of the plate is known as hard plate, and it be a transverse rigid and rug. The posterior part of plate is called smooth and it termed as smooth plate. The posterior part of the plate is called smooth and is termed as the smooth plates. The hinder the hinder free part of the soft plate freely hang down the small flap and vabula. Second was in a tongue. The tongue is attached to the floor of the mouth by fold called the langular frenulum and inverted V-shaped structure. These are the type of oral cavity. Next come to the function of tongue. Tongue acts as a sensory digestive organ, and it helps to the chewing of food, and it aid to swallowing the foods, and it acts as a brush or clean the teeth. Tongue is a act as a sensory digestive organ. It helps to the chewing of food, act as a brush or to clean the teeth. And these are the function of tongue. Next come to the pharynx. These are the pharynx. You can see these are the structure of pharynx or throat. These are divided into three main types. Pharynx is a divided three main types: nasopharynx, oropharynx, and rhinopharynx. Nasopharynx is nasal cavity or lie behind the nasal cavity above the soft plate. Soft plates above nasopharynx are present, and nasopharynx is connected to the middle ear. You can see these are the structure, and nasopharynx is connected to the middle ear. And second one is the oropharynx. Oropharynx is connected to oral cavity, and behind it lie behind the oral cavity, and nasopharynx and oral cavity open into the oropharynx, which comprise the passage of both food and air. Oropharynx is a compromised passage of both food and air. Third one is a larynopharynx is a part of the pharynx and the most inferior portion of the pharynx. It lead to the oesophagus. These are the lead to the oesophagus. And the pharynx is a common function is a passage of food and air. Let's come to the third function is a Oesophagus. Oesophagus, you can see these are the structure of esophagus. Esophagus is the esophagus or the food pipe is about 25 centimeter long, and it lies behind the trachea and the heart. Its length is 25 centimeter long, and it comprises of three parts: clavicle parts, thoracic parts, and the abdominal part. These are the abdominal part, the clavicle parts, and thoracic parts. Throats, attached to throats is called thoracic part, and the clavicle part in the neck, and thoracic part in the thorax, and abdominal part in the abdomen. Clavicle part is in the neck side, and thoracic part in the thorax, and abdominal part in the abdomen. You can see these are the structure of the oesophagus. And the function of esophagus is the transfer of food from pharynx to the stomach. Its function is the transfer of food from the pharynx to the stomach. Fourth one is the stomach. You can see these are the structure of stomach. Let's understand in the next diagram. You can see these are the structure of the stomach. Stomach is a wider organ of the alimentary canal, and the stomach is a J-shaped structure. Stomach is a J-shaped structure, and lesser curvature lie in the posterior surface of the stomach. You can see these are the structure of stomach. Function of stomach is to store sometimes store food sometime, and it churns and break food and mix the piece of the gastric juice. Means its main function is to store foods, and it help to churn and mix the food piece of foods into the gastric juice. Partial digestion of foods and protein and fats are occur in the stomach. Partial digestion of foods and protein and fats are occur in the stomach. And it produce in interesting gastric factor or glycoprotein, which are necessary for the absorption of vitamin B12 to be absorbed in the intestine. It secretes protein enzyme pepsinogen and pronin enzymes, and it also secrete gastrin hormones, and where the small fats and proteins are digestion in the partially digestion in the stomach. When the bolus come to the small intestine. These are the structure of small intestine. You can see these are the structure of small intestine. Small intestine so named because small diameter. Length is correlated with the height of individual, but with weight, not with weight. Means the name it comes from small intestine because it contain small intestine is the name because of it contain the small diameter, and it is about 6.25 meter long, and it comprises of three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. You can see these are the structure of duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. These are the duodenum, these are the jejunum, and these are the ileum. Duodenum is so called because it is about long and has a breadth of 12 fingers, and it about 25 centimeter long, and is shortest widest part of small intestine. Duodenum is the shortest and widest part of small intestine, and it is somewhat C-shaped. You can see these are the duodenum, and these are the somewhat C-shaped structure. C-shaped structure. You can see these are the duodenum, and iron is mainly absorbed in the duodenum. This iron is mainly absorbed in the duodenum, and this ampulla received by both bile duct and from the liver, and main pancreatic duct from the pancreas. Here the bile duct, you can see gallbladder, and these are the duct, and these are the bile duct, and these are the receive bile salt and inside the small intestine of the duodenum. Second one is jejunum. Jejunum is a diameter about 4 centimeter, and its wall is thick. Duodenum is a diameter, its wall is 4 centimeter and its wall is thick, and it is a radar and moved to vascular. It is a middle part of the small intestine and it is about 2.5-meter long. You can see these are the structure. It is present in the middle part of the small intestine and it's about the 2.5-meter long. And the third one is a ileum. Ileum is a diameter of 3.5 centimeter and its wall is thinner than jejunum, and it is longer part of the small intestine. The longer part consists of ileum and it is about 3.5-meter long. The ileum is a 3.5-meter long, and the both jejunum and ileum are greatly coiled. You can see these are the structure of jejunum and ileum. These are the greatly coiled structure. This is a greatly coiled structure of the jejunum and ileum. So this all about the small intestine. Let's come to the function of small intestine. The small intestine complete digestion of protein, carbohydrate, fat, nucleic acid, and it also absorbs nutrients into the bloods and lymph. It secretes certain hormones such as cholecystonin, serotonin, etc. It also secretes digestive enzyme. Main function is to digestion of protein, carbohydrate, and fats and nucleic acid. Let's come to the large intestine. You can see these are the large intestine present, and large intestine is a diameter of more diameter that is a small intestine more than diameter that is a small intestine, hence it's so named large intestine. It is about 5-meter long and divisible into three parts: cecum, colon, and rectum. You can see these are the cecum. You can see these are the cecum, and these are the colon, ascending, descending colon, and these are the rectum. These are the rectum. Let's understand one by one. Cecum is a pouch-like structure which is about 6 centimeter and it consists of vermiform appendix. You can see here the vermiform appendix like structure, and it is a pouch-like structure. Cecum is a pouch-like structure, and it is slightly coiled blind tube about 8 centimeter long and consists of prominent lymphoid tissue. And these vermiform appendix are also present in the mammals like rabbits. Second one is a clone. The clone leads to the cecum leads into the clone, which is divided into 4 regions: ascending, transverse, and descending, and sigmoid clone. Ascending clone is the shortest part of the clone. You can see these are the structure of ascending clone. Is the shortest part of the clone, and the clone has a longitudinal blades is called tensile coil and small pouch is called haustra. Rectum. Third one is a rectum. The sigmoid clone open into the rectum. You can see these are the structure of the sigmoid clone, and it open into the rectum. And rectum comprise the last 20 centimeter of digestive tract and terminate in the 2 centimeter long anal canal. It comprises 20 centimeter of digestive tract, and it also terminate 2 centimeter long anal canal. These are the anal canal. And function of large intestine. Large intestine is a basic function are the absorption of water and the elimination of solid waste. However, it moderates the quantity of vitamin K and vitamin B and manufactured by bacteria in the large intestine. This all about the digestive system. Let's come to its function. These are a larger diagram of the stomach. You can see these are the duodenum, and it's a part of a small intestine. These are the pancreas present. These are the small intestine, and these are the larger portion is the liver. Inside the liver, gallbladder is connected, and these are the hepatic portal vein. and these are the right hepatic portal vein. In our upcoming lecture, we understand the uh, detailed structure of the liver and gallbladder. Let's come to its function of the digestive system. First of all, mouth. Salivary enzymes begin uh, carbohydrate and digestive breakup into the food particle. And second one is the pharynx. Pharynx direct the food into the stomach to the prevent cooking. These are the gland present is called salivary glands. Salivary glands are lubricate foods and enzyme and amylase digestion of carbohydrate. These release the enzymes, and these are the oesophagus. Oesophagus carry food down from the mouth to the stomach. You can see these are the bolus present in the when bolus is present, then it come down to the enter into the stomach. Stomach is a secretory gastric juice and hydrochloric acid, and activates the enzyme continue to break down of food and kill off any pathogen. Store and churn food enzyme pepsin digestion of protein. It releases enzyme pepsin for digestion of protein. It also stores and churn the foods, and it secrete gastric juice HCl. These are the pancreas. Pancreas are present is a gland, and that make enzyme for digestion and the bicarbonate to neutralize the stomach. It also neutralize the stomach acid and also make the hormones insulin, which help in the body to turn food into energy and regulate the blood sugar level. So pancreas is release insulin that help to the body to regulate the sugar level and turn food into the energy. These are the small intestine. You can see these are the structure of small intestine, and the digestion of protein, fats, carbohydrate are occur in the small intestine. Bacteria metabolism plus nutrients and excess water absorb the surface of a small intestine, and it covered the villi for the greater absorption. In the surface of a small intestine, it contains villi like structure for the greater absorption. And the is a large intestine. You can see these are the large intestine. These are the ascending colon, and when it connected small intestine attached to the large intestine air, and also called the colon. Large intestine is also called colon. It absorbs water and electrolytes from the stool, and it also contains beneficial bacteria which help in the produce of certain vitamins from the absorbed feces. And these are the rectum. Rectum is a lower in large intestine and to the anus and store expel of feces. You can see these are the structure of anus. Anus is the opening of the end of the digestive tract where the bowels movement leave the body. Here the bowels movement leave the body, and these are the secondary organ appendix and the pouch like structure first part of the large intestine, and no one knows its function, means its function is never discovered. These are the gallbladder. Gallbladder is a gland store bile salt and made in the liver, and then empties the into the small intestine, and this bile salt release into the through bile duct into enter into the small intestine of the duodenum, and inside the gallbladder stone can form stone. And these are the liver. You can see these are the largest structure. Liver largest organ inside the body, make bile and fluid that help to break down the fats, gets rid the wastage and body. Biles is a fluid and that help to break down of fats and rid the wastage, change of food into energy, and clear the alcohol, some medicine and pepsins and to the blood. It stores vitamins and iron dissolved old blood cell. These are the function of liver. So this all about the digestive system. I hope you understand well. If you like this session, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.